Hello everyone, Sam is here from creativetrading.system.com, making this video about my expert advisor robot, the EA that opens the trade automatically and plays the SL automatically around 25 pip. You can change it, right? And as well as you can fix your target and large size and everything, and different features in there. So let's take a look at that first, right? So if let's say this is the chart, this is my entry chart. Let's say this is my gold entry chart, right? And it doesn't have it right now. So where it is, when you get it, you have it here. Let's say this is the alarm version, this is the live version. So you just drag and drop, and this window pops up, right? So what is this window, and what are the different features we have? You can put this EA to open the trade either long only or short only or both sides, right? You just have to change the true to false. If you want short only, keep it short true and long false. Simple as that, right? The stop loss ideal is the way I use it is 25 pip because my setup is required 25 pip, right? If my entry is wrong, 25 pip loss, that's it. If it goes my way, pips move to break even, you can select it, but I keep it 25, sometimes 30, depend on the daily range of the pair. And when the price move in my direction, positive, at 25, 30 pip, the SL comes and sit at break even, right? Now you can select lot size from either micro to standard, doesn't matter, it's up to you, right? Now, when the setup is there, at the time it's opening the trade, it will also have the alarm. If you keep it true, it will beep if you can turn it off. Now, this one is threshold, and threshold means the distance between this yellow line and this red line, right? If it is too much, then we don't want the trade because it usually after that, it comes back to the red line. So you can select it. I keep it on a 20-minute chart. I keep it mostly 60 pip. So if it is more than 60, I don't want it. Let's say, for example, this one, I'm going to have to close that. So this one from here to here, this is almost like 100 pip, right? And after that, it's just wobbling. It's not going nowhere, right? But if I go, for example, like this one, this entry, which I took, right? What is the maximum? This is gold, by the way. It is more. So like it's 45, right? So if you have 60, it will open this one, right? But this one, gold, you can have a little bit more, not 60. So this one is like 80. So gold, you can keep it like 100. And then anything between 100, if the distance is not more than 100 and you have a trade, it will open up, right? And then once it goes like this long, this much here in your direction, positive, SL will move to break it, right? So this is how, where the heck it go? All right, so disappear. I'm going to put it back. Now, so now there's minimum threshold as well. Minimum threshold is the distance between the yellow line and this red line. If it is too close to each other, that means the pair is ranging badly, right? This one is too close here. So, the entry, and then it is not a long entry or short entry anyway, right? For short, it has to be down here. Then long, it has to be, the yellow has to be above the black. So it's like in the middle of nowhere, right? So that's why you need to understand the setup and you need to understand my system, right? In order to use this EA. That's why I'm making the video because, some people requested to buy and I refuse because I know that they're not my subscriber, right? If they're not my subscriber, then they don't know my system and how to use it. Now, my EA is not 100% automatic. This is not algo trader EA, right? It is it's manual, right? It's based on technical analysis, the direction that we determine, and then we place the EA in that direction so that if you are not available or if you are sleeping and you are out there doing something else, and if there is a setup, it will open the trade for you automatically and place the SL at 25 pip. If it is a bad entry, you lose 25 pip. It is a good entry. For example, this gold entry, right? So this one, when I had my analysis, even to the downside, right? But you're looking at the chart, I was expecting that it will go down, but it never did, right? So it was like traveling above this red line, the price, and it is bullish. How can I go short? I can't. My setup is not there. The only setup it gave me, a bullish setup in the volume time in London session, right? This is 10 o'clock, London. So in a volume time, if I have the bullish setup, then I will just take the setup, because even if my analysis is that, okay, it should be going down or it might go down, goes wrong, because it's not going down. It's bullish, and I have a bullish setup. Now, if the price is traveling here, I see that it is all bullish. So at that time, and I have reason to know that the bigger trend is bullish and the price may go up, then forget about the short. I place the EA long only, and it will open the trade here. Even though I took the trade, but I took it manually, but I'm just showing you here. For example, this one, right? You can see clearly that the arrow, the green arrow, is not there, and then it should be opening here, right? But I open here. Why? Because it's manual, right? I'm just showing you, but there are examples. Let me show you that. For example, this one. You see this little arrow, green arrow? That is the EA. It's right there, right? Opening the trade, right? And based on what? Based on my analysis. Like, for example, EA, Euro, USD, right? So I have Euro USD. I had this that, okay, it's going down right now. The chart is made on 23rd, right? So currently at that time, the price was going down. So you look for short. But I was like, okay, if it goes and hit 0761, then it may bounce or break it to the downside. But it is going towards 0761. So I need a short setup to go to 0761. And I need the setup above that, right? Or below 09, 17, and there is another level, the 08, 79 or something. It's not shown here. So what happened? Look, where'd it go? So, 0879. So I got a short setup below 0879 going towards 0761. 0761 is just somewhere there, right? But when it has a very small daily range, by the way, 56 pip, right? And it hit S3, but daily pivot, S1, S2, S3. So I said, you know what, this thing is not gonna go nowhere, so I just closed the trade for 50 pip. But you see, then when I open the trade, according to my analysis, and my analysis, I do a webinar like, Wednesday and Sunday 4 p.m. and I tell my subscriber, explain the weekly charts. For example, all the weekly charts. I made the Euro USD. This one is a weekly chart, right? The Euro Yen, showing the direction. Euro Aussie, Aussie USD, right? Similarly, indices, gold, oil, pound CAD, pound yen, pound news. You see all of these. Pound USD, it was dropping here. So we look for short, simple as that. And when we see a short setup, especially around after the news, right? We pay attention to the news as well. Even though if we say my technical analysis said that it's going down, and well, let's say pound USD, right? And then I said, well, look for short because this pair is going down. But when the volume time comes and London session opens, there's a pound news and it is very strong. Then what's going to happen? Is this going to go down? No way. It will turn to the upside, right? This is how we make the moves, the waves here, up, down, up, down. So for that night, the pound news is good, then you don't look for short, even though my analysis says that go short, but you can't, because the news is just the opposite. News decide which way we go. So you use that EA according to the news and the technical analysis both involved, right? So I tell you that technical analysis, and at the time of the news, I most of the time post on the Telegram that, okay, the news just came out and it's better than expected, and the pound's gonna get strong, and all pound pair will go up. So what I do, I put that EA to pound yen, pound USD, whichever going bullish on a 40-minute chart. Then I'll open the 20-minute chart, refresh, and put long only. Okay, long only. And if that happens, because I know that because of the pound news, they will either move to the upside or not move at all. They're not gonna go down because the news is good. Similarly, if the USD news comes out strong, we know the pound USD is gonna drop. So you put short only your EA and leave it there. and then you go do your chores, and if you have to go outside, do shopping and stuff like that and enjoy your life, or sleeping maybe, right? If there is a setup, EA will open the trade. Now, how many trades? Let me show you. How many manual? Last week was not pretty good. It was pretty bad actually. Only 10 trades. Week before that, I had 23 trades. I'm going to show you. So this is US 30, right? My analysis was that it's going to drop because it went up too much in a straight line, too high, right there, right? It was all the way there, and I said it's going to drop on the 23rd. And then you see that I have this, where the heck it go? This on the 24th, I short side. So first my EA took this entry and then it went back, right? You see this arrow, and then it didn't go down, and went a poof, and then my SL was here and gone. Then it took this one, and then look what happened after that. So losing this much from here to here compared to this making this much. This is the EA opening the trade with my analysis. Now this one is also, there is no, see this arrow here? It was opened by the EA, S&P 500. You open it here, and that's it, gone, right? It would open along here if we get a reversal candle and a blue candle, but we never did, right? So this is what it is. This one is open with that pound yen. You can see this arrow clearly here, right? Now you can say that, okay, this was an entry as well. So what happened? This was an entry. The price went up. My SL moved to break even. It comes down and poof, it's gone. Then there's another setup. It took it, and then when I saw it was sitting on a break even, so before I close the trade, I usually move my SL a little bit to the upside, so you can see that this is SL. This is a buy order here, and then this is the SL right there. I move like 5 pips above the my buy entry, right? So this is 45 pip only. Yeah, not much. This one, see, this is open by the EA as well. It is from the 7-minute pound yen buy order there, and this is the arrow here. Same thing happened here, and it went up for 80 pip. Now this euro yen again, 40 pip trade opened by the EA. Right? Why all of these long side? Because yen was getting weaker, right? So I was expecting that all yen pair gonna go up, right? So you put, when you see that these EMAs turn to the upside, especially this on a 7-minute chart, when you see the yellow, black, and white aligned to the upside, it's bullish. So that's why I said that if you're not my subscriber, you wouldn't know these things, so you can misuse this EA. So you want it, I'll give it to you, but you have to be my subscriber, right? Either current or previous, or if you're not, then become a subscriber, learn the system, then use the EA, no problem, right? Then you can use it very, very good profitably. And it is a big convenience that you can, see, this is also opened by EA. Now, this was opened by EA, got bad, right? So it was like, boom, it's this much bad and this much. When it was the right one, it opens the trade here. And this one is also Euro USD, I just showed you, was opened by EA. There was no other entry at the time of the volume. This one was manual. This gold entry was manual. There's no arrow here. This is again oil. You see that little arrow? That's open up EA. This EA is different, by the way. No, not different. I see this says SAM, oil, and gold because the settings are different. So I just made it different, and then made it settings like permanent setting, gold and oil, same setting but different than the forex pairs, right? So SL is different, and a few things are also different. Break even, move to break even plus is different. So I made it different. So if if anybody buy the EA, I'll give this one as well. And then you can use it in oil and gold, because the distance from entry to this is not 25 pips, it's more, right? So I made it permanently. Permanent. I saved the setting basically, right? You can change it, but I saved it according to this distance. Anything else? Parnaji against E. This is opened by the E, right? And euro yen, you open by the EA, so from 20-minute chart. See there's a little arrow here? That's what it is. Excuse me. Now, before that, you can see that there was an arrow here, right? So it opened an arrow and then it backfired, right? So let's say if this one, for example, this one lost 25 pip, made 55 pip, at least coming up positive. And where the price straight goes up in my direction, all of those are positive. So even if the wrong one, that covers itself later on, and the positive one or the positive one. So it goes the distance, right? So this is how you use this EA. So like I said, that no problem, I'll give it to you, but I'll sell it. I'm selling it. It's on my website, right? I'll give you even 50% off. What the heck, right? But the thing is that you have to be my subscriber, and either now or previously that you have my files. You can open my 40-minute, 20-minute chart, and if you are current subscriber, it's better because you can get my charts with my analysis every week, and you can attend my webinar, so you would know exactly which pair is going which direction, so that you can use this EA in that direction only, right? And not get burned. Again, like I said, that this is 80% automatic, but 20% manual. You must use it with my analysis and my setups, right? So after that, whoever wants to buy it, I will give this video first in the email, right? You request, then I'll send you this video. You can watch the video, and if you feel comfortable, I have no problem after that. I did my job. I warn you that this is what it is. I clarify everything. Now, if you want it, it's yours. All right. So just wanted to show you, and this is it for now. And hopefully today is Sunday. I will hold my webinar at 4 p.m. Eastern time today. So if you want to be a part of it, you want to know exactly which pair is going where. Gold is very, very good setup right now. I had one good trade, gold trade long last week, and one is already still running to the long side, and the target is still to the upside right now. So and all the other, some other very, very nice setups as well. So yeah, so if you like, you can go to my website, creativetrading.com, subscribe. And if you want this EA, like I said, I'm gonna put this video as well on the website in that section, so that you must watch this first and tell me that you have watched the EA, the video, and you still want the EA and you're comfortable with that. I have no problem giving it to you, but you cannot buy it there. You're on your own. You must send me an email if you want to buy. Right? I do not have the button over there, and that is the reason that I don't want anybody buy and then not know how to use it. Right? So you must talk to me first. Tell me if you watch the video, you have my system, and you learn my system already. You know how to use it. Then yeah, okay, no problem. All right. So bye for now, and talk to you guys later.